I'm going to tell you a story about how my most embarrassing moment turned into my proudest moment. I'm Nathen Aaren, and what happens in the next 3 minutes would change the course of my life forever. So I'm 15, maybe 16 years old, and it's my first year at a brand new high school. I'm walking down the hallway into the main corridor of the high school, and as I'm walking into the hallway going to my class, I see the hottest senior cheerleader, most popular girl. I get a little nervous, so I just kind of like jet into my class. And as I'm coming out of my class, I notice my shoe's untied. So I reach down, I'm tying my shoe, and I notice there's a shadow over me. So I look up, and it's that same senior cheerleader. She's just looking down at me. And I'm thinking, oh God, like, let me get up, I'm in her way. So I get up, and I sidestep to the right. And as I sidestep to the right, she sidesteps with me. And I'm thinking, oh man, this is so embarrassing. Now I'm more in her way. So I sidestep to the left, and she sidesteps with me too. And she says,
"Are you Nathen?"
And I'm like, yeah, I'm Nathen. I'm thinking to myself, there's no way this girl knows who I am. There must be a mistake. Like, I'm brand new here. Nobody knows me. She says,
"You make music, right?"
now my brain's starting to go like, wow, does this girl like me because I make music? Is this possible? And I say, yeah, I make music. And she says,
"I'm the captain of the cheerleading team."
and I'm thinking, yeah, no doubt everybody knows who you are.
"You should edit the music to our routine."
At this point, my brain goes wild. I'm like, oh my God, I just see myself at prom with her. This girl likes me because I do music. She wants to go home and study with me. I'm all excited. So I swear it's like slow motion. She grabs a pen and a pad out of her bag, and she starts to write down a phone number. At this point, I'm freaking out. I can't believe this is happening. She hands me the phone number and says,
"Okay, here's the number to my PE teacher."
not exactly what I was looking for. So I go home, kind of down, upset. I'm like, really, PE teacher? Come on, like that's, whatever, okay. Call her up, she comes over the next day. She walks in the door and hands me this big CD booklet. I'm thinking, what am I gonna do with these? Do these even work anymore? And she says,
"I need you to cut this song, edit this song, chop up this, reverse it, take the curse words out of this song, blend these two songs together."
and I'm thinking, does this lady even know if this is possible? Like, I don't even think she knows what she's talking about. She asked me,
"Do you even know what you're doing? Can you do this?"
and I say, yeah, I've done this a million times. I'm a pro. I know what I'm doing. She's like,
All right, okay.
so she folds her hands and she waits. And I'm thinking, oh man, she wants to sit here and watch me do it, and I have no clue what I'm doing. So I say, oh, actually, this is gonna take a few days, so I'll call you when it's done. And she's like,
Oh yeah, absolutely, sure.
and she leaves. As soon as she leaves, I'm freaking out. I have no clue what I'm doing. First night, whole night, no sleep, can't figure it out. Second night, whole night, no sleep, can't figure it out. Third night, finally, I figure it out. So I call her up, she comes over, I'm super proud of myself. I'm like, here you go. And she looks at me like, wow, you actually did it, okay. And I walk her out like a gentleman. As we're outside on the porch, I say goodbye to her, and she gives me this weird look, and I say, can I help you? She says,
Don't I owe you some money for this?
and at this point I'm like, wait, what? She's gonna pay me money for this? That's amazing. Wait, what? And so I say, yeah, absolutely. I mean, yes, yeah. And she kind of giggles, and she's like, he had no clue he was getting paid. So she pulls out her checkbook, and she starts writing on her check. She rips it out, she hands it to me, and she walks away. And as she's walking away, I unfold the check, and I look down and realize I just made $100. And that was the moment that I realized I wanted to do music for the rest of my life. So the crazy thing is, here I was thinking I was gonna fall in love with this girl, and turns out I end up falling in love with music. And it's kind of crazy how that works out, because that entire day I was bummed out. I was in a bad mood after I found out that she wasn't interested in me. But there was a plan that was kind of happening in the background that I was unaware of. And that was, I ended up falling in love with music. And it's kind of crazy because throughout my life, ever since then, I've noticed these things happen where anytime something bad happens, there's like an opportunity there for something great to happen. In this case, it was me falling in love with music instead of a girl, but there's so many other occasions in my life where I've noticed that this happens. So I'm always looking out for those. So over the course of the next few months, I built out a little studio in my bedroom. And I lived a block away from the high school, so all the kids started coming over to record, and I was charging them money, 20 bucks, 30 bucks an hour. I was making bank, I was making good money for a kid. And one day I just stopped and I realized, I got 2 years of high school left. I already know what I want to do with my life. I'm dropping out. So I find a school I wanted to go to in Hollywood, and I walked up to my mom with a piece of paper and I was like, Mama, I'm dropping out of high school and I'm moving to Hollywood. I'm going to this school. And God bless my mom, she's so awesome. She's like, are they gonna let you get into that school without a high school diploma? Turns out she was right. They wouldn't let me in unless I had a high school diploma from a real high school. So all I could think about for the next few weeks is, how am I gonna trick the system so that I can graduate high school this year and move to Hollywood?